Right now, Bitcoin is crashing, and in this exact video, I will be talking about the price targets where we could potentially start to find support. And more importantly, I will be talking about my trade that I actually closed and what my next trade is going to be for Bitcoin. Because right now, Bitcoin is seeing the bearish crossover happening on the daily EMA ribbon. Bitcoin is seeing the bearish crossover happening on the 3-day super trend and many more important indicators. So don't forget to watch this video till the end. It's going to be absolutely important to be watching today. So don't forget to slap up the like button. Can we once again slap it back above 500? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the content. Once looking at the EMA in the short term, we can currently start to see that Bitcoin is clearly having that significant drop off happening on the 1 hour time frame after we basically seen the downtrend already started for Bitcoin. Currently, it looks to be that the steam of the move towards the downside is really cooling off a little bit here. And once looking at the RSI, it is actually telling us right now that we are probably due to see a small little rebound. We are currently seeing a higher low on the RSI while the price action is forming a clear lower low. And this is, of course, a bullish divergence that's currently getting created for Bitcoin. So the imminent short term for Bitcoin definitely looks a little bit stronger here. However, of course, the bigger picture, we already saw the fall below $20,000 for Bitcoin. Well, many people have not been expecting, and I have actually already been saying it about Bitcoin for quite a while. If you were looking at the daily time frame for Bitcoin, and don't say I have not warned you, if you were looking at the daily time frame for Bitcoin, we started to see that losing momentum structure on the top side. We were creating these less exponential highs. We were creating a bearish divergence on the top side, and I have seen these patterns happen over and over and over again, and I have been warning everyone about it, that we were in this losing momentum structure. But right now, you have to be listening again. Like I was right of this bearish movement towards the downside, this is very important to pay attention towards what is about to be happening next. Will Bitcoin form a lower low than the previous low right here? It's of course going to be extremely bearish. Will Bitcoin find somewhere in this region right here support and create a higher low? It's going to be good. So it's going to be important to look where we could be finding support and whether the next move is going to be a higher low or whether the next move is going to be a lower low. In order to, of course, look at that, of course, we're first going to be looking at the price target of the symmetrical triangle. The price target of this pattern right here is somewhere, around 19.1 to 19.2K. If I'm looking at the price target of this ascending broadening wedge, we can see that we actually already reached the price target. So I do think the biggest move of Bitcoin towards the downside already happened, but the question really is, where are we going to find support? Currently, we're once again approaching support. We're literally trading on a very important level of support. You can see there, the orange box is the level of support. Once we broke below the green box here on the top side, you can see previous resistance flipped into support right here. Basically, once we did confirm below it, we moved down towards the next level very quickly. And you can see on the orange box right here that it is a very important high confluence zone for Bitcoin. So I wouldn't be surprised if we actually do see a small little bounce from this level, or either at least some more support around this level for Bitcoin right now. Currently, I am looking to trade the bounce because I personally think there is going to be a likely scenario where Bitcoin is going to see a small bounce before continuing down further or before continuing further towards the upside again. I am currently not in a position anymore like I've been saying because I was in a swing trade for Bitcoin, but ever since Bitcoin crashed below these levels, I've been exiting my trade here and I've been managing to be locking in more than $25,000 in profit. What is of course a beautiful trade. I can't lie about it. It's a good trade, but currently right now we are looking at the next trade. If I'm looking at the funding rate, we can see funding rate is negative, what means that many people are actually shorting Bitcoin right now. To understand how this is happening is, first of all, funding rates become negative if too many people are shorting the market. Why are too many people shorting Bitcoin? Because the market drops so significantly, people are afraid and people think the trend is going to continue. And usually at those points, we tend to create short squeezes. So that is important to be looking at first of all. And second of all, it is of course currently trading at that important level of support. So I honestly think that there's right now going to be a small little cool down. I think there is going to be not so much volatility today as it was yesterday, and I think we're today going to be seeing more somewhat of a sideways consolidation, not big bounce, not a big drop. I think there's going to be a boring sideways consolidation day. I am currently still looking for my next trade here. I am currently looking for, of course, a new swing trade potentially, and of course, if I want to be trading this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will announce how I will be opening up this trade. I will definitely tell everyone about it. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel right now here. And if you want to be trading yourself as well, don't forget to check out Bybit in the link in the description right now, where you can claim a deposit bonus up to $30,000 right now. Furthermore, we can currently see that Bitcoin ever since it broke below this important level of daily support, where I also talked about, we start to see, of course, another big drop towards the downside. And if I'm looking at this trend and realistically going to say, where is the next support for Bitcoin? It is just going to be down around $17,000 to $18,000. It's definitely down much more, because you can clearly see also from the previous times around, always once we broke back inside this range, we usually tend to touch this lower side of support right here. So my target honestly as well is to potentially open up a trade around that $18,000, $18,000 to $17,000. If I can open up a Bitcoin trade over there, that's going to be absolutely amazing. That will be beautiful for me to do so. You can see previous resistance, previous support right here. So if we do manage to, of course, long the retest around this region right here, it's probably going to allow us a very good opportunity. So currently waiting on the sidelines, waiting for the next move for Bitcoin, and basically waiting for some important retests for me to trade. Also, if we're going to be having a retest of this range right here, the $22,000 US, it's probably also going to be likely that it is actually going to be providing a significant amount of resistance. Then looking at the daily EMA, we can currently see that Bitcoin officially confirmed the daily candles below the daily EMA ribbon, and we're about to be seeing a bearish crossover happening again. A bearish crossover is about to happen again for Bitcoin. You can clearly see it. The Bitcoin price action broke below the daily EMA ribbon, and ever since we broke below it, right now we're basically seeing a continuation happening towards the downside again. And if we confirm the bearish crossover, it's basically going to indicate that we're going to be seeing more bearish price action. But like I've been saying, every single time we broke below the daily EMA ribbon, we usually tend to see a bearish crossover happening afterwards. Yeah, the last two times we had a bearish crossover on the EMA ribbon, yeah, it didn't really look that good for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin really had significant movements towards the downside. So this could be just another signal that's going to indicate we're going to see a significant movement. So make sure to get ready for everything. Make sure that you are ready for everything that could be happening to Bitcoin right now here. And what is more important to actually see as well, here's the 3-day super trend. The 3-day super trend is a super important trend indicator that is going to tell us what direction the trend is actually heading towards. And if we are going to close this 3-day candle in 18 hours from now on below the 20.3k, we're actually confirming a bearish close on the 3-day super trend indicator. And the 3-day super trend indicator is very good in predicting trends. You can see it predicted the trend towards the upside right here, it predicted the trend towards the downside, it predicted the trend towards the downside right here, it predicted the uptrend right here, downtrend right here, uptrend right here, etc, etc. And this signal could definitely indicate us that we could be even go lower for Bitcoin. So it's going to be important to look at the 3-day super trend. Of course, you will be notified as first once this signal gets confirmed on the channel. However, while everything is happening, Bitcoin is currently retesting itself on this important downward sloping resistance line. You can clearly see it. We created downward sloping resistance line from the previous all-time high, and ever since we retested this one for the first time, we bounced from it, and currently we are retesting it again for the second time here. And Bitcoin is right now not really showing a bounce yet so far, but this is definitely a very important retest for Bitcoin. And if you're also looking at the previous all-time high for Bitcoin, let me set up this line right here. You can see this level, the previous all-time high, is currently getting retested together with the downward sloping resistance line. Maybe this is a very high confluence zone where Bitcoin actually is going to see a very strong bounce from. However, we have to just wait and see how it's going to be playing out. The Bitcoin is currently retesting this very important line, and I definitely should pay attention towards this one. And if Bitcoin will ever retest the legendary support line again, that is currently trading somewhere around $18,000, you will be definitely the first one to be notified, because this is going to be, once again, an opportunity of a lifetime. Yes, we're currently seeing a big retracement, but personally, I do believe that the legendary support line for Bitcoin is going to be a support level that definitely will hold. So that was it for me on today's update video. I truly hope you did enjoy it and you did learn something from this important price action that currently is playing out here in the market. So don't forget to slap up that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to tune in later today if there's going to be something important happening. I will be jumping live. I will be, of course, discussing it in a new update video, and currently I will keep on looking for my next trade for Bitcoin. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.